left to right. Connor, Zent, and Shuley, the starting three up front for the Tide. Fink and Wallace back behind with Perry Jacobs in net. Holden Kaufman centering Zach Herman and Reese Johnson, with Thronson and Labrizzi on the backside, and Isaac Toyer far side. Chipped in by Petrich. Tide on the forecheck. A little awkward Karam out in front, and they score. Well, that's been a little bit of a tricky area of the ice all weekend. It took an awkward bounce off the wall, and sometimes the best thing to do is throw it at the net.
Right, Chris. Good things happen when you just throw the puck on net. This will be our best angle that we got to look at it. He might have just thrown it off of Isaac Toyer, actually. Coming at the right line. Here we go. This is a great look. And I don't know if that went off of Thronson or not, maybe. It's a little bit hard to tell.
This angle from behind will be a good look. Oh, Toyer got bumped by an Alabama player and stopped by Perry Jacobs. NC State still with pressure down low. It squirts loose. Darlene with the one-timer that doesn't get through. It ricochets back out again. Another shot, kicked away. Rebound try and another save made by Jacobs. He'll hold on and a little bit extra after the whistle. Up that right wing wall. Curtis has trouble holding the zone. Big hit in front of the Tide bench, and that will give an opportunity for Peter Kelly.
Bama player in the NC State bench there as well. A lot of bodies being thrown around in front of the benches, and I think we're going to get a penalty for it here.
Jacobs pitching in Thronson, can't hold the zone, and it's a shorthanded 2-on-1 for the Tide. Walking in, shot coming, save made by Toyer on Garrett Connor, and now NC State has numbers back up ice. Prasma walks it in, steps to the high slot, chips it wide of the goal. It'll be slapped back up the wall, but held in by Thronson. Down to Prasma again. He'll touch it along for Herman. Out in front. Quick try, ends up wide of the goal, and this time Alabama clears. Be feeling it a little bit tonight now. Here come the Tide. They've got a 2-on-1 forward. Petrich sliding it across. Oh, and it's pinned to the far side post by the way that NC State has controlled most of this game. Not quite as much in the second, but they're still looking good. One-timer and a glove save by Jacobs. Not sure if it was on goal. Breakaway. But NC State putting themselves in a dangerous situation. Here's the chance. Pad save by Toyer. He stretches out on Nolan Bolt, and NC State moves back up ice. Force it out of the zone, though. And they might be able to get some fresh legs, but now it's a 3-on-2 for NC State. Govea to Rinaldi. Back to Govea. One-timer. He scores! NC State finally breaks through, and it's 1-1.
Yes, you do it today, and that's exactly what happens. Govea's second goal in as many nights, and it's just because NC State entered on an odd man rush. And look at this pass that they give to Govea. He makes the pass, he stays right in the middle of the ice, he's in front of the Alabama forward trying to come back and play defense. He gets a great snipe against Jacobs, and we're tied at 1.
And look at Cam Raleigh here. Takes away the eyes of Jacobs. A little bit of a late reaction. It's going to be a too many men on the ice penalty. A mental error in NC State, a fourth opportunity to capitalize on the power play. Govea out in front, they score! Govea to Herman, 2-1 ice pack. Might end up happening. NC State, you get some luck with a too many men on the ice penalty, but it's a tough one for the goaltender, Jacobs. The pass comes from below the goal line, so he has to go from looking over his shoulder to trying to square up. And from behind here, I think what you'll see is he stays back on his line. He doesn't come out to take away the angle, and as a result, NC State ends up picking up another goal. Back to work. Far side at the red line, Tyler Zent. Move forward, Shuley shot. Trickles through Toyer, and they stuff it home. Quick response from Bama, and just like that, we're tied back up at 2.
The goal is remarkable, and finally it pays off for one of them. Shuley just able to get it, just barely.
They go. Raleigh looking to the middle, off the stick of Rinaldi, loose in front, challenging the shot. Dunnigan makes the save on Govea. Best chance of the period so far. And he'll skate it forward into the middle. Darlene looks across for Gifford, stuck in the slot. Turnaround shot for Patterson to flex wide. Darlene steers it out in front. Glove down, and Connie's shot ends up wide of the net.
Super Bowl of all the games that they've played, with the amount of pressure and the tension and the fact that we're playing in such a unique venue.
Puck squirts forward for Cam, and quick shot, he scores! That's Tyler Zent. Slipped one past Toyer in transition, and with just under 6 to go, the Frozen Tide are back in front.
Kill, short-handed, and he's got one tonight, even strength, doing the exact same thing, just hustling down the ice and creating opportunities not only for himself, but for this Alabama team. Flips the water bottle up on that shot of Toyer, and just a beautiful job. They haven't had many chances, not that many shots on goal for Alabama, but when it's mattered, they
behind. He reverses back, stops top of the circle, throws one on goal. Dunnigan had trouble with it, and it trickled just wide of the goal. A great play by the captain in Parks Wallace.
Here comes Toyer.
And
Toyer's going to the bench, Chris.
NC State will go for the extra attacker. 1:37 to go. It skips away, and here's a chance moving forward. Maniscalco takes the shot. He missed wide. Pressure from Govea disrupted that opportunity. NC State not out of danger yet. Now Mason Payne. Forward for Darlene. Shot right back in by Alabama. This is not going to be icing out in front. That should do it. Empty net goal with under a minute to go, and it's a 2-goal lead for Bama. Happy with bleeding out the rest of this clock, and unfortunately for NC State, the game they probably wanted to win the most out of the 4 against Alabama this season, they're going to fall short. 4-2 Alabama, a late goal from Tyler Zent, and then an empty netter for Petrich is the difference maker, and a lot of credit, Nick, to the Alabama Frozen Tide for hanging in there despite what NC State was able to do on the offensive end.